All right, hello everybody. Can you guys hear me? I think we're good. I see my little audio bar, so that should be good. Anyways, welcome. This is the first time I'm streaming on the ASU Esports channel itself, so I'm excited because I was not given the keys to the kingdom yet, but now we have it. So yeah, welcome to ASU Esports. This is ASU Rocket League on a nice Friday night. We are just a couple minutes away from starting our first match of the season for the Collegiate Conference Series, I believe is the full name of it, but CCS Season 4, Week number 1. And I'm here as the community manager for ASU Rocket League. My name is Decibel, and here I have the other community manager, Windwaker, who is currently just a black square on your screen, but he's still here. So how's it going?
It's going good. Yeah, welcome everyone. This is our first stream on the official channel, and we're so happy to be here, and we're so happy to be showcasing our first match. It's gone pretty quick here. We got teams set up just this past weekend, and already we're streaming our first match with our main team, ASU Sun Devils. So
Yeah.
pretty exciting. We're going against Illinois. I don't know how good they are, so can't really give any pre-game predictions or anything. I don't know if you know anything more about them. But
I don't, but we might as well go ahead and just look at the rosters real quick. So we have the ASU Sun Devils. There's the nice new logo, currently in the running for best logo of collegiate esports program in the West. So make sure to go vote for that if you haven't already. The link is in the ASU Esports Discord in the announcements, because I want to win, because I think it's a pretty cool looking logo. So might as well go vote now if you haven't already. But there's the ASU Sun Devils on the left. We have our three starting players, Patrick, Ebsky, and Lux. And as Windwaker mentioned, we tried out all of those players last weekend. We settled on this as our final roster, as well as Luna substituting for them today and in the future whenever they need him, as well as our other ASU roster, the ASU Inferno team, which is constituted of two Trippy, Curly Fries, and Nimbus as the sub. And then, yeah, that the whole roster?
Coach Tay.
Oh
Coach
yeah, and
Tay.
Coach Tay. Coach Tay. I was about to say Coach Tay or Ferret. I'm not sure entirely which one he goes by.
Well, Ferret, Tay,
sometimes-
doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I'd be forgetting, but yeah. But we have those guys as well on our second roster, and we'll have some competition for them later as we get them signed up for other leagues and things like that. But yeah, here's the rosters for today. As you mentioned, Windwaker, you don't know much about the Illinois Fighting Illini. It is a pretty cool name. I don't know much about their players either, so we do have Osho, Peaceful, and SLK on the other side. I'm assuming that's who's playing, because those are the people that were talking in the Discord chat. So that's what I believe the roster is going to be. I'm not sure who is good and who isn't. If anyone in chat wants to do scouting for us, feel free, because I have no idea. They may be. I'm assuming they're above GC level, which is typically where we get most of our players for collegiate. You know, all collegiate teams typically have GC and above, usually high GC to SSL. So other than that, I don't really know who what kind of skill level they're at, but I have a feeling it'll be a good competition. And I don't know if you want to say anything, Windwaker, about the league itself and these teams that we're going to be playing against, because we don't have too many competitions this year, but this is one of them.
Yeah, as far as the league itself, it's the only one that we're competing in right now. It's something that we've been asked to join for a long time, but the schedules just never really aligned. Thankfully, we were kind of able to squeeze it in for this season. It's relatively new, like Desmond said, it's only the 4th season, I believe, that they've done.
Yeah.
But yeah, just our main team is competing in it. I'm not sure if there's a prize pool or how many teams total are competing.
Yeah.
But I think it's at least the Big 12.
Yeah, exactly.
And yeah, like we said, we don't know too much about the team that we're going up against. We actually have 2 teams that we're going up against tonight. One right now, and then another one in an hour. But I'm more excited just to see our team play, because they're all good players, but they haven't really necessarily all played the 3 of them together a whole lot.
Exactly.
So specifically Lux. So Evan and Patrick, they're pretty comfortable with each other. They're good friends. Lux is a bit of an outlier, but he's still a good player.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be interesting to see how they deal with whatever competition is set forth on them.
Yeah.
It might take a little bit of a grace period, a little bit of warming up, and
Figuring it out, yeah.
they might have some stuff to still figure out even after today. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think it'll be good.
I don't think no one is.
No one's in the lobby
From
yet,
the enemy
so we're waiting.
Yeah.
Well, it's
still
okay.
waiting.
While we wait, I can talk more about specifically the league. I do believe there is a prize pool of some sort. I'm not entirely sure what it's somewhere in the rules. I don't really want to go look deep in there right now. But as far as conference like alignment goes, this is obviously for ASU athletics as a whole, it's a new era. We've moved into the Big 12, so the Pac-12 is no more. We did have some Pac-12 related competitions last year, if anyone remembers a couple of those. Now that we're in the Big 12 and we've joined the Collegiate Conference Series, we have all Big 12 opponents in our league. So this Big 12 opponent league is going to, obviously Illinois is one of those schools, and further down the road we'll be playing other schools that are in the Big 12, which constitutes of 16 total schools, I think. So yeah, but oh sweet, we've got teams joining, and they're ready to go. So we can finally get into the game. Let's go. Might as well go ahead and start this game. But yeah, as I was saying, Big 12 opponents, Illinois is our first, and throughout the rest of the season, we're going to have a bunch of games like this, and they should all be very competitive.
Yeah, here we go to getting our first match. First got Patrick on the kickoff. Fortunately, there's a demo on the field, and Lux is a bit alone, but it's going past. Ooh. Oh, and it gets a little bit of a pinch off the sideline. Unfortunately, the last person couldn't quite get to it. Osho passing to his teammates, a great pass. Evsky could just barely get it, and it was right in front of Patrick. He couldn't do anything about that.
Yeah, good vision there between the Fighting Illini players. They really did see each other in front of that net, and also a little bit of awkwardness, like you said. Patrick just kind of caught in the middle of the net. He does have a chance here to turn it around, though. He's going to try and take control here. Puts it off to the side. Lux instead, he popped it up a little dangerously for SLK to go for it. And I think right now, the Sun Devils kind of just settling themselves into this game. Like you said, there's going to be a little bit of a grace period figuring each other out, but they're kind of just trying to make sure that they keep the speed up. There's a shot from Patrick, slightly off target. Good chance, and it doesn't, it's not super detrimental. It hasn't gone in yet because I think they're starting to build the pressure and offensive, performance that that I personally think they're going to need to make sure that they win this game.
Yeah, there was a little bit of scouting from Aria in chat, who's a good fellow of the ASU Rocket League scene, and he's according to him, there's like SSLs on the other team here on Illinois. So and it seems like they're playing pretty good. From what I can tell, they definitely seem like they got some close to SSL performance. But we have that on our team as well. So, I think it comes down to like who has better team play.
Yeah.
As SLK now trying to get the ball, it's off to Patrick though. SLK gets it back mid. No one on his team is there for it though. Luxie gets it to the wall. It's off to Patrick in the mid, leaving it for Ebsky. Pinch goes to the side of SLK, and it's in our net.
This is difficult. Like, I feel like the Sun Devils right now are playing pretty decent spaced out defense. It's just a rough challenge. Oh, and Lux had just flipped across net there. I was going to say, it looked like it was a lapse in defense, but really the only issue coming out of that was just the fact that Lux had accidentally flipped.
I mean, he didn't really have boost. He probably wouldn't have been able to get it anyway because it was just top of the box. But, I mean, you're right. It's just kind of unfortunate right when the shot was going in.
Good try there. Ebsky almost saw Patrick in the midfield. And I do want to see Ebsky kind of get more active on offense. I think he's a very good player all around, but it's specifically on the opponent's side of the pitch. He's usually a very, very prolific scorer. So we want to make sure that we can get him the ball more often. And Patrick and Ebsky, like you said, have chemistry, so we'll see if they can get some passing plays going. As of right now, though, Fighting Illini looking much more comfortable in this game with a 2-0 lead, and they're going to get a pinch there. Peaceful still on the ball. Couldn't get a reset. SOK jumped for some reason. He did actually get a reset. Oh, and Patrick and Lux, both of them went for it. Luckily, avoiding danger just narrowly. And still no one in net, really. Oh, Lux passed it back. No, that's unlucky. I think Evsky had no boost. Lux thought he had to be the savior there, and unfortunately just clears it right back into Peaceful car.
Yeah, classic mistake from Lux, just kind of giving away the ball. When you're under pressure like this and you're down and you're just kind of scrambling a little bit in the defense, that's going to happen. But you just kind of have to, against a team like this, you have to keep possession. Yeah. You can't be giving away the ball. I mean, that's how it is for every game of Rocket League. But, I mean, we'll see how they're able to do. There's still more than half the match left. As it goes up to the ceiling, off to Patrick. He gets it back mid to Ebsky, but Peaceful's going to try and clear this out. Back down to SLK. Ebsky tries to keep it going forward, but Lux is going to do that for him. It goes midfield, and it's a good shot, and it's in.
There we go. Starting to get active. Like I said, Ebsky can score the ball very well when he's given the opportunity. And that's a great pass there from Lux. Peaceful. It looked like he might have had enough boost to get to it, but instead opted to just play backboard coverage. And luckily for... they said, is it Ebke? No, it's Ebsky. But yeah, we'll see if they...
We can also just say Eb.
Yeah,
you know?
Or Eb. That works. And that might even be another shot for Eb. There you go, Ebsky. Now getting, like I said, starting to get warmed up a little bit more, and he's going to be able to put 2 in the back of the net. And back-to-back as well. Kickoff goals, you know, they may be cringe, especially when you're getting scored on by one of them, but we take those here at ASU Rocket League.
Yeah. No, I mean, really solid comeback. I'm not sure what mistakes really happened on the side of Illinois to make this happen, but I mean, kickoff goals do happen, and it's going back down to Lux here as he gets 50 with SLK. Has a bit of a loan. He's trying to get it past Osho, hits it down to his teammate. Pop up from Lux. Peaceful's got possession now, though. It's back into Lux as he's chasing down SLK. He couldn't get a demo. Patrick getting it mid, but no one on ASU is there for it as SLK is going to try and get a shot.
It's a good shot.
Good save from Ebsky. Yeah. Lux trying to get it down the pitch.
Backflip.
Decided to maybe go for 50, but yeah, Peaceful wasn't going for it. It's down mid for Patrick. Oh, but Osho was just barely able to get back to that.
I think Illinois is starting to fumble around a little bit. Not that they don't have a lot of boost, but you can see right now Osho and SLK on complete empty, and they're really just kind of struggling to get any sort of mid-control. I think Sun Devils have warmed up a lot more to the pace of play that they're going to need to win this game, and they're going to still keep pushing onto that orange backboard. Lux is going to have to try and give a second pass now. Peaceful looking a little awkward. Lux with no boost still gets a 50. Ebsky might even be able to play the slow. Gets 2 50s and a reset, almost putting it through the defense. That would have been pretty impressive if he did get that through. But instead, they're going to have to settle for playing a little bit of defense. Patrick now maybe giving a chance over to his teammates, but there's no one there. That might even be open. Can Ebsky get back to it? What a save from Ebsky, diving across to that left side of the goal to just barely clear that out with the tip of his car. But right now, ASU, they're down a goal, and they're looking like they're going to concede another one if they don't start playing a little bit better defense. Oh, another great save from Ebsky. A shot from Osho. Lux off the ceiling is going to be able to get that. So far, they're holding it down. It's not looking very good for ASU right now, but, you know, getting saves is all that matters. And here's another one from Lux, just able to get that out in time.
Lux is playing great. He's not just saving balls, but if you watch him in general, he is just, like, following the ball perfectly. He's only going for what he has to. He's backing up his team, and he's trying to get it to his teammates and keep possession. He's adapting really well to what's happening in Illinois, and they don't have an answer for it. They're putting shots on the net, but Lux is just holding down the fort. So we have Patrick now getting this midfield to Ebsky. Shot comes out, but it's wide. Lux now getting 50, keeping this in the box. As again, doesn't have a lot of boost. 10 seconds left. And it's a little bit far for Patrick. I mean, there's not really much he could have done there. Oh,
he gets demoed. That was
that's probably going to be it.
Dang, almost
That's okay. He's going to let this drop to the ground, yeah.
Rough one. That was very, very close, I will say. I think right at the end there, you could see the kind of desperation setting in for ASU Sun Devils. They kept it composed mostly, almost able to get through and get another goal to tie up that game. I hear the the Rick Astley song in the back. I didn't realize that was actually a player anthem.
Bro,
so currently Rick rolling stream because I can hear it barely. Good thing my player anthem audio was low.
That's funny.
But yeah, that was a close one for sure. And I think, as you can see, I mean, at the top of the scoreboard for ASU Sun Devils, Ebsky with 630 points and 2 goals. If he can just get a little bit more assistance, like getting passes thrown his way, or even just kind of holding down those mistakes that previously happened at the beginning of the game 1, I think Sun Devils, at least, they may be able to get back into the series very quickly if they can get a win here.
I also like to say Lux is playing with a pretty high ping here. I don't know if where he is in the States right now, but he's playing pretty good for like almost borderline lagging. So
yeah, that's true.
But we'll see what Patrick's able to do with this ball as he gets it off to his teammate in the corner. Goes off to Peaceful, but he's gonna leave to go the boost. He challenges it, gets a demo. It's off to Lux. Tries to get it back up to Ebsky, but Ebsky's just gonna go for another demo. The box is almost open. SLK wasn't here to pass it. Back to his side. Peaceful getting it up. That's okay. Having a challenge with Lux. It goes off to the side. Patrick being patient. Gets a good touch. SLK now. Gets a 50 with Ebsky. Goes up. Osho a bit awkward, but he does get it out. But it's left for Patrick. 50 with SLK though. There's an open net.
Get that out.
Popped it up, but Ebsky is able to reach it because Lux just did not have the boost for anything there.
That one looked rough. That 50 in the midfield from Patrick. SLK just completely won that, like straight up, and he was at least able to make sure that his teammates were able to get back to that and get a save there. But looked a little rough at the start. Osho now pressuring for Illinois. So far, Patrick has done a decent job of clearing it out when it comes towards the net. There might be a chance though for SLK. Ebsky was getting chased off of that backboard, and SLK scores again. First goal going to Illinois. And we haven't yet seen a game where the ASU Sun Devils kind of look like completely comfortable right out the gate. And so far, Game 2 is kind of going the way of Game 1. I think the key factor for ASU is going to now be to turn that around as quickly as possible, start getting that momentum that they did at the end as early as possible into this game now.
Oh, almost a good 50 there. So Osho now gets it down the pitch. Lux is challenging him. It goes into the corner. Patrick, though, is kind of on the wall for some reason. Same reason the last goal went in. I mean, two players are just right next to each other. Lux wasn't on the wall this time, but
yeah,
it just so happened that Patrick was trying to clear a ball that he didn't really have to be there for. And it's the same thing as last goal. Two players were on the wall, and they didn't need to both be there at once, and it just kind of led with an open net.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it is, like, ASU is playing good, but it is seeming like their weakness is, for some reason, just kind of like men like managing on defense, like first man, second man, third man.
Yeah,
and here SOK just puts it
completely
right over.
challenged.
Yeah.
That's rough to give up, especially because that's a good touch from Evsky. Lux just had no boost, and yeah, how are you supposed to know with the ball on top of your car? I know for sure his camera was just gobbled up by the size of the ball right above him, so that's a rough one to give up.
Yeah, but even you saw there, like, Lux and Ned were kind of going in the same direction a little bit. Instead of one player kind of parking in net or kind of being just more inside the box waiting and being patient, like, AC were just kind of scrambling a little bit on defense, and I don't know if they're going to be able to come back from this if they can't get out of their own half and get some goals, but also, you know, defend their box better.
Yeah.
Zebski now, leaving it for Lux, gets it down to Osho, gets this over Patrick. It's down the pitch. SLK gets it over Rebsky. It's off the backboard. Peaceful. It's a shot that's high off the crossbar. Patrick now trying to take control. Leaves it off Rebsky. Osho is getting it back. Pinch out to the field to SLK as he hits it up to Peaceful. This is a really good play here, but no one on their side is there ready for it.
Illinois right now is just playing really fast. Like, I'm watching them just speed around the pitch, and it looks like there's also no midfield presence right now for the ASU Sun Devils. Like, something that's lacking is that positioning, like you said, the man-to-man knowledge of who's where. There's another goal coming in from Osho. And it just looks like right now, ASU Sun Devils just not aware of where their teammates are on the pitch. And that's just a rough touch. Peaceful just had no boost, still gets a great pass into the midfield. And Illinois right now just playing like a better team, but also playing quicker. And that's something that we don't typically see against ASU. Most of our teams tend to be very quick teams, and I know for a fact that Evsky is a very fast player, and so is Lux. But right now, just lacking that speed because of the positioning errors that are happening all over the pitch. Something to work on in the future.
No, Illinois, I mean, they're definitely outplaying a little bit. That's for sure. I mean, this is a really good team. But yeah, it could just be a communication issue on our side, but even if there is, like, comms that aren't being said, like, it is just a matter of the team needing to play together more and them not really being used to flowing with rotations, especially when they're being pressured that much.
Yeah.
So, you know, they don't trust each other as much, and inherently they're going to cover positions that don't really need to be covered, even if a car is already there. So that really is what's kind of leading all this. But Evsky kind of has an open net a little bit there off to the side, and just shot was just barely off the corner. This gets hit to the wall, and that was probably the best opportunity that ASU is going to have so far.
Yeah. It's weird because now it looks like we're playing good midfield presence. Like, these demos and the ball control we're having is coming out. But we, you know, ASU Sun Devils, at least we can't wait for 2 minutes left in the game to start waking up. You know, like if this team wants to get back into the series, they're going to need to kind of step it up a little bit during the midfield points of, or like the starting in the midfield points of the game. That's a great shot from Osho with a great pass from SLK. And Illinois right now is firing on all cylinders. Doesn't look like they can make any mistakes. And, that was just kind of adding insult to injury.
That is a very clean shot. No matter where the defenders were there, that is very difficult to save, considering that the person on the backboard just has advantage. But yeah, this is looking definitely a little rough. Evsky might be able to get it. He is. We have a goal, but now they might get Brazil if Illinois gets one more. So hopefully that doesn't happen. But a good pass around 2, and then Patrick just right over the last defender, Osho, right there. And this is definitely what we more need to see. I mean, hitting the shots on net, and then, you know, just tie it up in the defense and you're good.
Yeah.
But like we said, Illinois is a solid team, and some of it is just them outplaying. We'll see if they're able to come back. I don't know if it's the best of 5 or best of 7.
I believe it's best of 5. There's a good shot
Another
from
one
FC.
here.
I don't know. Let me see if I can verify that. I feel like it's best of 5, right?
Good flick. Osho ran into boost, wasn't able to catch up to it. MC just barely sneaks into the bottom right corner. And they're coming back, but like Decibel said, just kind of too late to do it. A minute and 4 goals is kind of a lot to try and take. Evsky's going to try and make it happen as he gets it down mid, but it's right off to Peaceful. And Lux gets a demo. Evsky keeping it mid. Kind of hits it over his own teammate, Patrick, there. Trying to keep the play alive. Patrick was coming up and was like, no, you can leave it, man. But yeah, just kind of a little bit of scramble on midfield there. But as we get onto the back on the Illinois side, it's open a little. Oh, Peaceful was there. Lux almost got it past every defender there.
It's getting close. Like, I mean, we've now scored 2 unanswered goals so far, which is good. It's just like, hopefully Game 3 is a good reset point for the Sun Devils to get back into this game. It is a best of 5 series, so it will be the match point coming here for Illinois. But I just think that they need to get their confidence back a little bit, hope that this next game can go better for them. Because if they don't, right now Illinois is absolutely stomping the Sun Devils team, and they are looking very, very good. Still an opportunity to come back for this one, though.
Yeah. I don't know what decal Osho is using, but it is so
cool.
clean.
Yeah, I don't know
what that is.
Why don't we just ask? I kind of want to know too.
I would ask, but I don't have chat on.
Yeah, I'll let you know what it says.
Or at least for people that, you know, aren't my
Bro said thanks. Yeah. What?
Bro. He probably, I knew that he would be like, he's like, oh, I get asked that a lot. He just doesn't care.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Just get egoed.
I just want to know what it is, man. So we're gatekeeping now. That's crazy. IDK.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, for sure.
All right. Were you able to find out if it was the best of 7 or best of 5?
It's a best of 5. Best of 5.
Okay. Yeah, it should be.
Go to different skills. Crazy. All right. Anyways, back into Game 3. Like I said, this is gonna be match point for Illinois. So if the Sun Devils don't get their act together, this one, it's gonna be all said and done after 5 minutes. But good chance now for Patrick right off the bat. Maybe getting pressure. Can he get a pass midfield? Unable to do so. Osho is looking very comfortable so far. I think, you know, we've seen a lot of good plays for Peaceful and SLK on the offense, but Osho is kind of an unsung hero right now for Illinois, playing a very good assisting position. Maybe a chance now for Patrick. Gets it on target. There we go. That's a good start. And ASU Sun Devils finally first team to score in game number 3, and this may be that kind of last piece of the puzzle that they need to start getting some wins.
Yeah, that's okay. Trying to go for a pogo and Peaceful just going down the pitch. Yeah. You can tell that Illinois is getting a little cocky. You know, they're getting a little too confident of themselves, but we'll see if that's going to matter or not. As ASU try and get a second one, but it's blocked out by SLK. Patrick now pops it up, gets a bump on Peaceful, but Lux is just all the way on the other side. Yeah. He's just trying to play it safe, which is, in all fairness, you know, what you should be doing if you're ahead, but only with 1 goal. I mean, against a team like this, you gotta put on the gas a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, as someone who's played with Lux in the past, I know that he does have deep rotations a lot of the time. So something to work on for the future, but at least sometimes those rotations pay off as he's there to get a quick little save. Patrick now is going to hopefully take this out, put some pressure on the orange half. Like you said, needs to start opening up the scoring more. 1 goal is not going to be enough to keep this lead, as we've seen Illinois be able to put pressure on kind of at a moment's notice. There's a good shot from Patrick and a great save from SLK to keep that one out. And now a chance for offense for the orange team. Osho's going to beat out Ebsky, who had a lot more boost, just didn't really use it the way he should have. And that's a rough goal to give up. Like I said, you're going to need more goals than that. Ebsky, I think he thought he had time, and Osho just appeared out of nowhere to put that one in the back of the net.
Wasn't really using his boost there. He definitely thought that, you know, he would be able to get to that pretty easily, and it just went right over him.
Yeah.
But it's alright, we're only tied, and ASU still has some chance there as Lux tries to get it mid, but kind of loses the ball. Osho getting a 50 with Ebsky. Goes down to midfield. Patrick gets it around 1. It's off to Peaceful, though, as SOK is pre-jumping. He tries to get it to his teammate, but opts for flip reset, and it's just in the top of the box.
That's a great shot. I mean, That's kind
Yeah,
of
it was.
undefendable, unless I think someone just, yeah, should have been more communication coming off the backboard. I think two players, both
A bit of a double
Ebsky,
commit,
yeah,
yeah.
both Ebsky and Lux did go for that. That probably wasn't the move, but
Yeah.
you know, that's just a difficult save to make no matter where you're at. Patrick might be able to force us through. Almost did. Lux is going as well.
The
Patrick
50s are
trying to
coming
muscle
out,
through.
but unfortunately Illinois was able to come out of that unscathed, yeah.
Yeah, that's difficult. I mean, I like this pressure that we're getting. It's just not quite enough to put it in the back of the net every time consistently. Patrick now is going to try and get a little breezy flick going. Couldn't get it to go. That's okay. Who's been a very, very good... I don't know. I would say he's a very good offensive player because he's scoring a lot, but even better sometimes are his passes. He's been able to feed it to his teammates. As I say that, Peaceful is going to get another goal off of SLK's pass there. And just getting beat to the ball. Lux couldn't do anything. Ebsky had no boost, and Patrick jumped a little too late for that one. And Illinois is starting to put even more pressure on, and it's starting to slip away from ASU.
Yeah, unfortunately that was a bit of a misplay from Ebsky, and no one on the ASU side. His teammates just weren't ready to deal with that ball, and that's going to lead to a 2-goal lead for Illinois. Patrick able to get it around 1, gets a 50 with Osho. It goes midfield. Trying to get his teammate SLK, who's pre-jumping off our own backboard. Like I said, the confidence is really here for Illinois. They're 2 games in the lead, and they just don't care. Patrick is able to get this save out, gets it around Osho. It's up for Ebsky. He gets bumped out by Peaceful, though. He's going to leave it for his teammate on the backboard. But it's a good shot, and it goes right over Peaceful. It was kind of put back out to midfield by SLK, as he didn't really get good contact here.
Yeah.
Like I said, he was a bit of a confident. He's just backflipping for no reason. Maybe trying to get like a cheeky musty, but kind of pointless, and that's going to lead to a goal for us.
Yeah, good shot there from Lux, also to put it just barely out of reach of Peaceful, who was trying to get to that one in time. Maybe now a chance for Lux again, trying to pop it off the backboard, and Peaceful's going to read that one in time. And this is a closer game than we've seen in the past. Since game number 1, although we did have to come from behind in that one, this one has been a lot closer, and even closer now, tying up the game. Ebsky finally gets his first goal of this game, and that's good pressure from ASU Sun Devils that kind of led to that goal.
Ooh.
SLK also just barely unable to get that save.
Yeah, that was almost a really close save for SLK, but it kind of bounced off the crossbar like he was not expecting that, and it just went in right under him. Peaceful now gets a pinch off to the midfield, goes down to I believe Patrick, and it's just floating for SLK. Almost gets a pinch with his teammate Ebsky now with the ball. Gets a round 1 his midfield, but both him and Patrick are kind of gunning for it. They're almost able to 50 it in. Let's see what Patrick does. He gets in midfield, but Osho is able to get contact on that. Lux trying to keep it out, Peaceful, leaving it. Says okay, puts it back up to Lux. Doesn't have a whole lot of boost, just doing what he can. Goes back down to Ebsky, getting over the wall here, trying to get to his teammates, but it's just continued pressure on the Illinois side to keep this ball in their half. Lux gets a really solid 50. Ebsky doesn't have boost. Peaceful's able to bail his teammate out. See what happens here. The box is a bit open. Patrick jumps for it. I don't know what Ebsky was doing.
Open.
It's open. Oh, nice. Good passing play.
There you go. I need to watch this back. Okay, yeah, Peaceful and SLK were just both on that ball there. And no one there back on defense for Illinois, and we will take that gladly. And it does look like Illinois at least starting to be on the back foot a little bit more. That confidence from earlier, at least they're unable to open up any more scoring, as it's been a while since they scored. And there's another one from Ebsky, putting on the pressure. 5-3 now, the first ever lead, I think, and now 2 goals that we've had all series. And Ebsky is starting to wake up for sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking like a comfortable lead that we're going to come away with this game, and a reverse sweep is in the works. It was looking a little rough from last game, but unless Illinois is unable to turn it around here, which they are trying, I mean, they are trying very, very well, as SLK just puts a clanger off the corner right into the box. I mean, that is just an extremely solid angle. Lux just wasn't prepared for it. He had the boost, just not the reaction.
That's just a great angle. There's not much more I can say about that. That's a great shot, and Ebsky knows for sure. But oh man, is like got to keep this pressure up. It's 30 seconds left and finally having a lead. I like the fact that we're not settling back and waiting for the ball to come to us to get just banger clears. Trying to still keep that pressure on the orange half. Osho and the Illini, sorry, Fighting Illini are going to need to get one more goal in here to tie this one up and hopefully able to step up their offense a little bit. Osho now challenging the ball. Lux has plenty of time to kill up here in the ceiling, and he's going to use all of it. Good 50 there against Peaceful. It's going to go out of reach for SOK. There's no way he hits that redirect, surely. Okay. And Patrick, good pressure as well. 1 second left. Epsky's going to be first to it. Finally hitting the ground, and Arizona State gets one on the board. And a much needed one as the start of the reverse sweep. It begins here, and that's a good way to get it kicked off.
Yeah, I am very satisfied with our team here. They're able to kind of bring it back. It was still very close in the end. You know, SOK made it closer than it needed to be, but it's definitely a little bit scary as we go into, I believe, game 4 here. Yeah, and we're up a game, but we still have 2 games to win if we want to win this series. Whereas Illinois, they've still only got 1. So let's see what we're able to do.
Yeah. This is gonna be a close one. I have a feeling that the Sun Devils at least are starting to wake up a little bit more, which is good. But Illinois, when they're fully focused in on the game, they've looked pretty much unbeatable on the offensive half. Just no answer for them on defense. And it's gonna need to someone's gonna need to step up as far as defensive pressure goes, and it's gonna have to happen pretty early. And I would like to see ASU Sun Devils get a leading opening goal again. I think that was the key to the success in this last game, is finally getting a, oh, there's a bump.
Oh.
As I say that, I think I jinxed it. Peaceful's gonna get through to the other side on the blue half. And last game, when there was a goal first for the Sun Devils, they were able to kind of keep control of the game for the rest of the way through. And now scoring first again is Illinois, so ASU Sun Devils are gonna have to adapt to being down once again. They've lost every game that they haven't scored first yet, and hopefully this one can be the difference.
Yeah, I don't know if it was, you're right in the first goal being very important. I don't know if it was first goals, or good job from Patrick. I don't know if it was first goals or first game wins, but in RLCS it's essentially like 75 or 85% of teams that score the first goal, win the first game in the series, end up winning it. So it is a very important thing to do that. Yeah. It's not like reverse sweeps don't happen, but yeah, to put it in perspective, in RLCS, like reverse sweeps, at least on land, almost never happen. So yeah, it's, you know, it's definitely an uphill battle, but we're tied again, and Lux couldn't do anything with that ball. Leaves it for Patrick, a little bit high. Illinois is able to reach it though as it goes back midfield. Lux is going to leave it for Ebsky. He doesn't really have boost, not sure what he was doing. Eb gets a 50 down, keeping it on their side. Patrick gets it up, puts it right down to Peaceful, and he's going to have kind of a free aerial here. Let's see what Lux is able to do. Good challenge. Almost get the flippers dead. Yeah, good challenge.
I like that a lot.
Patrick, no.
He was able to challenge that really quickly, and when someone's going for a flip reset, you want to be there early before they're able to do anything. That was a good job.
Yeah.
Someone's got to get it out, though. Okay, Patrick's there. And the pressure is just still mounting for Illinois. And, oh, he got it over. Patrick's going to have to get a save here. He does. Low boost, still able to control it, though.
It goes out, but no one is on our side.
Oh, Lux barely picks up that boost. He may even have a chance to do something here. Didn't get a reset,
well,
unfortunately.
I was confused. I thought I was looking at oranges. I've been alt-tabbing and talking to people, but...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no.
No, but Lux barely got boost there, and he was able to almost start getting a shot on net, but pressure at least is looking a lot better for ASU in this game. Good 50 there from Lux to keep it in the midfield. No one is there, though, again, in the midfield. Patrick might have to get to this.
Well, almost a demo. That would have been dangerous.
Yeah, that demo threat looked dangerous. And one going through, 2 would have been deadly. Hopefully Ebsky can get a chance here. He does get it over 1 and through 2. Ebsky getting himself a goal there, as now Ebsky and Patrick sharing 1 goal each to get ASU Sun Devils back into the lead of this game. And if they can keep the lead now, I mean, if they can keep the lead, obviously they win. But if they keep the lead throughout the rest of this game, I think that's going to be a big confidence booster, especially going into Game 5 with all of the momentum. But don't want to get too ahead of ourselves because there's still half the game left to play, and Osho is going to keep pressuring. Luckily, Lux is able to keep it out just in time.
Yeah. The Speaking of demos, something I wanted to point out is that Illinois, being a very fast and very solid team that they are, it feels like we're demoing them more. I don't know the stats, obviously, but
Yeah.
for a team that seems to get kind of like overconfident a little bit and start to just do like flashy stuff, if they just brought demos into the speed of their plays,
Yeah.
and like as soon as they have that lead, and then they just start removing players off the enemy team,
That would be
they could
really
they
good.
could definitely be like already like away with the win of this series by this point, because
Yeah.
that is one thing that it seems like they're not doing. And that is a very big factor of Rocket League, is demos.
What a
As this goes
pass.
midfield, Ebski a bit wide, but yeah, I'm not sure what the actual stats are. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah.
That it seems like they're not demoing as much as they could be, and our team is just kind of allowed to do what they want
Yeah.
when they are able to and get out of tough situations.
Yeah. I agree. Demos right now, at least in Rocket League, are a huge meta thing. Ah, there goes SLK.
As I was saying
Tying it,
that.
tying it. Yeah, there's a demo. I think they heard you. But yeah,
Yeah.
demos right now, big meta, especially for 3v3, I would say, and 2v2 especially. But 2v2 is a lot more faster and rough pace of play. 3v3 demos are going to be very key, especially with the rotations of your team. You're just going to get a lot of pressure off the bat. There's one that goes for Illinois. For the Illinois, sorry. And they're going to get a goal through. Here
Oh!
comes Patrick, though. Almost able to get
Oh, that was.
Lux, I think, just kind of playing a little safe rover position in the midfield. Didn't really want to commit for that, and I get it. But that was very close there from Patrick. Oh,
That was almost a
That's
calculated play, and unfortunately, getting a little too overzealous on the rotations, leaving the back half open.
yeah.
Yeah, all three players were midfield right when that shot happened, and Patrick just did not have the boost to reach it. So
I get the confidence in your teammate. I think they thought Ebski was going to win that, but you also got to have someone back, worst case scenario, especially with Lux and no boost on the sidewall. Patrick was just not at all ready for that. They've dropped the lead. As I said, that was going to be the most important thing for them. Hopefully they can pick it back up quick. It's going to have to start here. Lux looking for a solo play. Just keeps it on the wall instead. Ebski's going to get 50'd out by Peaceful too. Osho's now up for it. Doesn't have much boost, but he's still going to get a great shot on net. Oh, Patrick almost tapped it back in the middle. Ebski gets 2 saves, though, keeping it out of the net so far. Doing a good job, but there's a great shot from Peaceful off the crossbar. Barely escaping is ASU, looking for a chance on the other end now. SLK is going to have to get this out to keep ASU at bay, and that's a great pass over to Peaceful too. Good 50. Now maybe having a chance. Patrick, oh, he threw it away a little early. I don't know if he has boost to get back to that. Oh, but bad 50s from Illinois, and there goes Lux getting the tying goal. I was going to say, I thought Patrick threw it away early because everyone was back retreating with no boost. And I think he could have taken his time, but instead he forces an awful save there from Osho. And Lux comes in to clean it up, put it right over SLK's head. We're back tied with 30 seconds to go.
yeah, this is just coming down to the wire. I mean, ASU is this close to putting this back to an even series, as Ebski now taking it down the pitch, has a solid air dribble. No teammates are kind of backing him up though, as they're kind of both trying to play it safe.
Oh,
Oh my, SLK, and
That's a
I
great
don't know
shot.
who that was. There's Osho. Oh, no, that was Lux.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't even realize that was Lux. I mean, just an unfortunate play. He tried to get to it, but ended up hitting it right back into
That's
SLK.
just a bad timing 50 there. Patrick was up as
Yeah.
well. He couldn't read that. Patrick's going to have to create a solo play. He's looking for Lux off on the side. Lux is going to pop it up. Lux might even have an angle here. Patrick, there we go. They tie it back up with 6 seconds left.
Go.
And this is just one of those times where you look at the score and you say never. What a great shot there from Lux and Patrick.
Oh my
Making
god,
up
that
for the
was
mistake there, and they're going to tie it back up. And this game is still 100% tied up. Hopefully, if it does go into overtime, we get the win here, but even another goal could be great. We'll see what happens. Lux popping it up,
Ooh.
Peaceful. Keeps control. Patrick does have boost for this. He's going to put a little too far for himself. And going into overtime, game 4, must-win scenario for ASU Sun Devils. We'll see what they can pull out of the bag.
You can see that Lux and Patrick kind of double committed on his double tap off the backboard, but it was just a last ditch attempt as they were getting the countdown. And this team, it seems like they're very good at kind of like keeping us on the edge of our seats and you know, putting in the effort right when it matters most.
Yeah.
As the 50 goes off to the sidewall, it's off to Peaceful. He has control, but Osho doesn't have boost. He's gonna follow it up. It gets a 50, but it's down to Ebski. That's okay, challenges it, but it's off to Osho, who's trying to get a double tap off the ceiling. Can't really read that.
Nice.
Demo
Very good.
comes out. Ebski is there for it though. Is gonna bail out his team. I thought that was a goal for 1 second.
Yeah, that looked really awkward off the backboard. Oh, here comes Illinois, and there's a
Oh,
shot on net.
yeah.
Peaceful, yeah. Ebsky and Patrick just both sitting back on the backboard. Could not read that at all. And Lux, I think those ceiling challenges that he was trying to get through, you know, finally one of them didn't really connect for him. And Illinois going to pull out the 3-1 series win. A good showing from ASU, especially at the very end. I think that they got moving earlier. Oh my gosh, what a horse dash from SLK. I think if ASU got moving a little earlier, that could have been a much closer game. But unfortunately, that's going to be the result of game number 1. ASU Sun Devils down 1-3 for Illinois. We do still have a couple games left. I don't know if you have any final thoughts for that game, Windmaker, but that one was, I felt like we had a chance, just kind of slipped away there at the end.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. For a second, I thought Illinois might have just been putting the pedal on the brake a little bit and
Yeah.
getting a little cocky, but it does really seem like our team was really like making them stress a little bit and trying to like work for that win at the end of there, because we lost those first 2 games, and that second game especially was brutal, but
Yeah.
they really almost did bring it back, and that reverse sweep was definitely in reach, and I am certainly proud of them for what they were able to do, because I think overall, the rank wise, like skill wise, I think it was a little bit higher on the Illinois team, especially from SLK there. I mean, it just seems like the mechanics from him were
Yeah.
pretty decent. But yeah, I mean, not a bad first match. Once again, we have one more match in about 20 minutes to play against Oregon.
Yep.
So stick around for that.
That one's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one should be good. Like Windmaker said, 20 more minutes. We'll probably be back in 10 or 15 or so. One more match against Oregon for CCS Week 1. And you don't want to go anywhere because we will be right back. But until then, go ahead and get some food, get some water. I know I will be. And we'll be back shortly.